Making this video because it's necessary. I started my my job today, first day at work, at El Rancho, literally 10-minute walk from me, just around the first stoplight around the corner. It's an all-Mexican grocery store. I work in the produce section. I work from 5 a.m. till 12 p.m. and I'm off Thursdays. I have a manager by the name of Antonio and another individual that I work with that I don't think he's a manager. I think he just works along at the produce section. Now I'm making an announcement to what is going on. I'm not going to tolerate any bullshit about the disregards and dead body of my sister. I don't know who's responsible for doing this. I got shot violently. They set me up when I was working in the produce section, like I was cleaning a coffin or table, and they immediately shot something on the side of my face around this area real violently, and I go, what the fuck? And it's somebody that brought this electronic device inside the store, like anywhere else, here, anywhere I go, down the street, wherever they place this weapon. And this guy that I'm working with was waiting for somebody to shoot the weapon at me, and he looked over at me and he says, no llores, and he's talking about my dead sister. Now this faggot is a faggot motherfucker that wants to claim my sister's dead body, and I'm working in the produce section, and he is acting very violently, wanting possession and represent my biological father's Hector, and what happened personally with my dead sister, the abuse, the ass whippings, that she's trash, and he wants ownership. If you open and continue to open your fucking mouth, and I'm not joking, I am going to just quit and leave my job. I am not going to argue. I know that whoever's shooting these electronic devices has continued to do this in many job sites, and I've had to do this before where I have to get up and leave. Now you either make a decision that I am allowed to work there, and this person has fouled his mouth about my dead sister repeatedly, and that is all he's been doing, including trying to represent my biological father and playing this cat and mouse game that don't think I know what I'm talking about. Now, the President of the United States, Barack Obama, is responsible for coming in contact with McDonald's, and he's having his blacks show up in retaliation in support of him. And I say this because I'm not gonna argue. I'm just gonna leave. And I've had to do this with many job sites. I need the money desperately, and I'm just not gonna play this cat and mouse game. I have my plane ticket, and I'll be going to fucking Rhode Island flat broke at the end of the month if I need to. But I don't have a choice. I am not gonna get into any more. This has been going on all fucking day. This individual has nothing but been pickering at my fucking dead sister, and he was making fun of the situation to my face and trying to resemble the situation of my sister's dead body laying in front of me, along with other customers kind of scrangling around me, playing this cat and mouse game of, we took over your mother's dead bodies, your mother's dead daughter, because the bitch doesn't know any better. I'm not kidding that when I'm buying when I was buying some food for lunch, the individual at the front desk started to mention references things of my mother, because they know that my mother's child got kidnapped many years ago, Julian's identical twin, and it was probably given to a transgender. And if that is the case, I'm telling you, they're making fun of me. They're trying to control and speak on behalf of my mother, telling me that no, es porque no le dices este, no, it's because you didn't do this. I didn't bring anything in the conversation up. I didn't bring anything in the conversation up, and that's what they're doing. This is the Mexican grocery store. Every single homosexual and transgender there is entirely against me. They are swarming at me. It's almost, I was unbearably almost be able to even stand there any longer. So I don't know who's responsible for this. I don't know who is sending this, but this individual immediately was waiting for the person that shot the weapon at me violently in my face, like I was, like you have a tear, you want to cry about Miranda's dead body, you want to own her fucking dead body. I'll take you to my mother right now if you want to. You can go and yap out, and whenever she gets buried, you can be the first one to talk if you want to take ownership and want to play that game, because I'm not. Now, I don't know who's responsible for this and who was telling this person to do this to my face, but he was literally doing this as I was doing my job and referencing my dead sister. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to leave. I just know I'm not welcome there. And whoever is doing this and shooting the electronic device, including the management staff and whatever, they're playing along with it. They're raising their voice at me. Now, I did everything I was supposed to do. I've had to walk off job sites dozens of times throughout 10 years of working because of the harassment, threats, or whatever it may be. But I haven't had anybody make fun of my dead sister in front of me. Don't cry because the stupid bitch is dead. I mean, he's almost blatantly saying this, and he's acting very aggressively. He wants ownership of my dead sister. He wants to go and practice this mockery in front of me while somebody's shooting me with an electronic device, and he's trying to make a mockery of my biological father, which is Michaela's dad. Michaela Leeser. Michaela, you're going to want to hear this. He's doing this. They're all Mexican. But I want to say this because he's a faggot. And all these motherfuckers that are faggots and transgenders, that's all that's fucking there. So I'm making this video because they're doing this at the grocery store. So, like I said, I don't know who's responsible for doing this. And this guy is acting very crazy and was running at me a few times pretty and violently in a way that he's trying to engage in trouble and problems. Now, if I have to say it out loud in front of him, you're going to carry her worthless dead body. I don't want it. I'm not going to argue with you. And I'll walk out. Because immediately they told somebody, and I know they probably told him to do it, they shot something violently in my face. And I go, ow, what the fuck? And I go like this with my hand. And he goes, oh, no, and he said it right to my face. He goes, oh, no llores. No, don't cry over her dead body. If you want that bitch, you bury her, motherfucker. People that were shooting me with the electronic devices told him to say that to me and was playing that game. I am not going to engage in arguments about you wanting to go and be the hero of her dead body and my mother, about my mother being ass fucked and this little girl fucking dying, not having a proper burial because you want to do this for your faggots. And Julian and the gays and Marco and the gays, and see how the gays for Lucio and all this other shit that's going on. Now, as soon as I came home today, and this happened today, I was sleeping in this bed and they began shooting me violently all over my heels. I got 2 phone calls today. One phone call was a harasser that was giving me like a telemarketing call, and everything on my phone call is tapped and immediately starts shouting. It says, do you want me to take it away from you? And the second person gets on the phone within sometime later, a few hours, random call again, and tells me, that's correct, sir, like threatening me. Yes, correct, we can do whatever the fuck we want. I don't know who's doing this. If it continues, I'm leaving. I walk upstairs before I leave to talk to Melissa. Get the guidelines of clocking out, whatnot, get a shirt that fits my size. They said they don't have a shirt that fits my size other than the small size they gave me. It said in 2 weeks. So I leave. But as I'm walking upstairs at the end of the day, it looks like she's giving a blowjob to one of the people inside the fucking offices. And I don't say anything. I just see them moving like she's giving, it's a transgender giving a blowjob. I don't say anything. It's none of my business. I just kind of look, and then I kind of do this and kind of look at this guy like, what the fuck? This is a grocery store. This is a blowjob or some shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm going to leave. I need this money. If I'm not welcome, I am not going to tolerate it. I get a 30-minute lunch. They should be giving me at least one 15-minute break, and they're not. So they're playing cat and mouse and playing me stupid there. They're bringing referencing things of my mother. And I can never express enough any more than anything, because my mother's in a bad mental state, and it's only her twins. I don't even think her twins are in any good mental state. But my biological mother is not in any good position at all. They are ripping her ass open all over the goddamn floor. Every word, every mouth, every transgender that's walking in that goddamn fucking place is in full blood retaliation, growling at me. They want to justify my mother just fucking throwing babies and all this other shit, and that's not what happened. My mother is being beaten and forced for this. Now, you already had me, you threatened me about that dead little girl at the grocery store, and you had that Mexican guy do it, and you didn't shut his ass up. I know there's recording devices. I know there's cameras all over there, and you shot the hell out of me violently on my face, resembling some sort of tears, and he's mocking me right in front of me, and we're trying to practice a ceremony of my dead sister, of the scenery and settings where I was. I'm not going to. But I just know I have to leave if I have to. So, that's the story. But as far as anything else goes, I'm not kidding. I can never express the intensity. The topic is nothing about my mother. Nothing good. They are ripping my mother's ass open. Fucking her in her ass and throwing her stupid all over the goddamn fucking place. I am not joking when I fucking say this. Every transgender, everything. Oh no, él me lo dio, come on baby, él me lo dio, yo lo cuido por él. I mean, they're saying fucked up goddamn, this is not the fucking case. My mother was crying for fucking 15 fucking years to me. And she was having trouble to talk, to be able to say that she had her twin taken from her by force. Now, I don't know what to do about this. I don't know Julian's twin. I don't know him personally. I don't know who's involved at the psychologist. They're fucking doing it right over there. I don't know what to say. You have no right to have any fucking faggot to start, especially since my father's not alive anymore, my biological father, from my understanding, to make a mockery of his fucking ass and his dead daughter for your fucking faggots. And that's all he's doing it for. So, President Barack Obama is responsible because they're getting people to stand around me that is behaving like President Barack Obama, and they're trying to use that as a reference of threat. Now, I'm just doing my job, and I just know that what this is going on is in the reference of I don't know who has this gun. So, like I said, if this guy charges at me, I'm almost positive I'll have to leave in less than 4 weeks. I won't last, maybe even, I'll walk off the fucking job tomorrow, you know, if I need to. I don't know if I'll last a week, but I'm just going to take these things as casual as I can to make my fucking money and get the fuck out of there. Because I got hell waiting for me in other places. So, they are ripping my mother's ass open the entire fucking time. All the transgenders are swarming like fucking parasites, like fucking hungry hyenas around me, gargling blood for fucking to reason what had happened to my mother, and that they're in control. Their transgenders are controlling my mother. This is about the gay community through Marco, his gay twin, and Julian and his gay self, and his other gay twin, and it's just, you know, that's how Frankie's gay, and then, you know, the gay community protected your straight mother, and we got to keep the enemy away, Hector. My mother I'm the only defense and speaking voice of my mother, of what the stories and things that had happened. If it's not important, then you should have never brought any of this up to me, because there's nothing that I can do about it anyway. If it is important, and I did discuss it, all you want to do is beat me to make it justify for President Barack Obama, and you're doing it right there. I don't know who's responsible for doing this, but they were beating the fuck out of me in my face, taunting me about my sister's dead body. The President of the United States is doing this, and he's making a mockery of one of his faggots because, and I feel like I can't talk because they're shooting an electronic device at me in my brain or some shit. They got their faggot right there representing my biological father, and he's just making a mockery of the situation. Oh, Hector, what the fuck are you talking about, faggot? You get fucked in your ass enough this month? You know, you want to go? Did you get raped as a little kid too, and you want to fucking pat out because you want to take Michael Jackson and my mother for a horse fucking ride? I'm not gonna fucking play this game. All I know is that the police department won't do anything to help me. The police department is willing to retaliate against me. They're doing absolutely nothing. But I know, if I have to, I get up and I'll walk out the door. I'll call them, I quit. Stop threatening me and telling me about my dead sister. You made those choices. Now, I'm either allowed to welcome to work for a job, or I'm there to work, welcome to work, or I'm not. Or you will continue sending people like that. They are ripping my mother's ass open beyond anything you can imagine. I don't know what to do about the circumstances about this. Tomorrow I work from 5 to 12. I'm off Thursdays, and I work for the rest of the week. On Thursday, I have a doctor's appointment to tell me all my blood readings and how to analyze all the tests that they took. And like I said, they are ripping. I can never express this enough how malicious and disgusting these motherfuckers are. It's all about my mother and how the twin got stolen and how I got raped, and it was just to justify. No, it was the straight people that did it. It was your straights that did it. No, we were the good people. We were the transgenders and gays together. They're all gooning up together. That's all that's fucking there. I don't know what to do.